Hey there, people, friends of the channel, and all y'all. I just have a couple little things that came UPS today, and I thought I'd share because I got nothing else to do. One is this nice big bag of herbs, and it is Herbazest. It's the brand. I got it on Amazon because I wanted it to come quickly, and then it's been over a week because, yeah, supply chain, whatever. Wild Crafted Stonebreaker Tea, which is Shanka Piedra. I'll just let y'all read it. There you go. It is a pure loose leaf stonebreaker harvested from the Amazon rainforest. And the reason I got this is I am scared to death to get another kidney stone. I just don't want one. And I've read a lot. I had a tincture supplement made with this that it took for a while, but I thought I'd give this a shot. This in combination with ACV, apple cider vinegar and lemon juice and a little honey, hopefully will prevent, and I'm having a few little symptoms here and there that are telling me, like a little backache right in here, and every now and then a little tummy ache up in here, kind of flank pain as they call it. Just enough to make me think, uh-oh, there might be something brewing in there, so let's brew some tea. So that came today. Look forward to that. Then this came, my new Ryobi 1 Plus cordless drill. And then yesterday, because of course, you know, you want the bits and things to come 2 days before the actual drill. And I've been wanting to upgrade to this as it is since before I moved, but I had another, I think it was a MacTech, which is, what's the brand? I don't know. But I had two batteries for my other cordless drill, but one wouldn't take a charge. Well, it would take a charge, but not a whole charge, and wouldn't stay charged. And then the other one was fine. And I thought, well, you know what, as long as it's working. We have a friend checking things out. Huh, Booger? What are you doing, Booger? Say hi to the people. Goodbye. And then the last time I used it and I grabbed the wrong battery, the one that wouldn't charge and hold a charge, I was like so frustrated. I thought, you know what, I gotta get rid of the bad battery, so I quit doing this. But I don't remember getting rid of it because I wouldn't have just chucked it in the trash. I was gonna try to find a way to recycle it, but I don't know what I did with. Well, anyway, evidently, whatever I did with the one that I thought was the bad battery, I must have done it with the better battery, because I can only find the crappy battery that doesn't work. And I know I wouldn't have just chucked it in the trash. But anyhow, I don't know where it is. It hasn't turned up. And so all my lawn equipment, my cordless rechargeable lawn equipment is Ryobi, and it uses the same batteries. And so I thought, you know, how about I get this? Oh, this is something. It came, I should be showing y'all this. It came with this nice little care case. I love things with their own little, you know, places to all the stuff to go. And so I can get this out of here. Here is the charger, although I already have one Ryobi charger for my other stuff. Well, actually I have two, because the battery for my lawnmower is a much bigger, it's the 40 volt or whatever, I don't know. But for my blower and my weed whacker, it's like this. And I was sure to get one that had the battery, so I have an extra battery. So now I have that, you know. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You got me. You understand what I'm putting down. This is really cool too because it has this little holder on it. It has a little magnetic holder, so you can put your screws or whatever there, and then it also has this little dealio here that you can, because sometimes like you gotta drill the hole, and then you gotta take the drill bit out, and you gotta put the screwdriver bit in. And I'm always sticking them in my pocket, and then they go through the laundry, or I'm setting them somewhere and they get lost. So that's handy. This is not a paid sponsorship, but again, I will say it again, if Ryobi wants to send me free stuff, I'll talk about it because I like their products. Oh, I guess I didn't realize. Hey there, it comes with not just one, but 2 batteries. So plus the battery I have for the lawn stuff, I'm good to go. So, I gotta get these charging. I'm gonna actually go put the lawn battery in and make sure that they cross. They cohabitate? No. Collaborate? Stop, drop, and collaborate? I don't know. Can you tell I'm a little tired? So, that's my new funness today. Let me go get the other battery and see if it works. Hold on. Nice. Now this battery fits, works great, but it's way bigger. Because that one is a 4 amp and this is 1.5. I better double check. Well, this hasn't been charged to make sure that, yeah, see that was throwing a little spark back here. I might not be able to use that big one in here. I better read the book. But they fit, and there's actually a little bit of a charge already in the ones they come with. So I do have some shelves and things I need to put up, which I haven't been able to do because I haven't had a drill. Now I have a drill. Cool. So looky here, y'all. This one doesn't explode when I turn it on. Isn't it pretty? It's kind of hard to see it when the lights are on, but it's a little more modern than I thought I wanted, but I like it, and I was in here last night and it gives out so much light without being too obnoxious. I mean, when you're staring at it like this, it's a little obnoxious, but when you're working below it, it works real well. So let me show you the other 2 fixtures that got replaced yesterday. And so here's the blue room fan and light. This one gave us quite the headache. We had to rewire it a couple times. I don't have the lights chain on because I really don't use the lights very often in here, but it is nice to have them. This fan is a little bit smaller than the old fan that it replaced, which is nice because that fan was too big for this space and it felt like you were going to be blown out of the room when it was on full speed. And this one's just right, and it's very quiet and it doesn't wiggle. The other one wiggled, and it's just right, and I can reach the chains. Let me take you to the last room. So here we are in the green room, or the sewing room, and you can see there's the light. And oh, it's such a mess in here, but that really, really brightens up the space, even with the shades down, because I keep the shades down during the heat of the day to keep it cooler in here. And this is a big fan because this is one of the biggest rooms in the house. And so having a nice big fan going in here really can cut down on my electric bill, I hope, and keep me comfortable and keep guests comfortable when I turn this into more of a guest room. And it's a nice one. Now, this one, because it's so high up there, I don't have very long chains on it, so I have to stop at the hardware store today and get some chains to extend those chains down, because this is the only speed that I can have it at right now until I can either get a ladder in here or get longer chains that I can reach from the floor. They're just about 4 to 6 inches too short for me to reach. So that's what I did. So that's was our day yesterday. I had a very good electrician in here. He and his daughter were in here working, and everything was given us, everything that should have been real quick and easy, you know, wasn't. So I'm so glad I hired a professional to do it because I'm not a fan of working on electrical anyway. But in theory, just changing out one light fixture for another light fixture shouldn't be that difficult, which the kitchen wasn't. We pulled it down, we didn't even have to go up all the way to the ceiling, which I wish I had thought of that but I mean, I wouldn't have changed it out anyway. But, and then just wired the new light right into it, and it was perfect. So, I still have a very expensive light fixture coming today, and I don't have a place for it. So I think I'll have to figure out, I'll see if I can return it to store and drive it to Home Depot sometime in the next week or so. Anyway, so that was Friday. Friday's activities were getting all this electrical work done. There's still a little more that needs to be done, but he's going to come back in a little bit to do that in a few weeks probably to do those. And unfortunately, he's not available. I found out that he's also a general contractor, and I would love to work with him on my remodeling project, but he's so good and so in demand that he's booked out for 10 months, which is pretty standard, I think, for good ones. But he said he was going to put me in touch with some people who could maybe help me out. So might still work out without him actually being my general contractor, which is disappointing. Or I just live like this for 10 more months until he's available, which is also possible. I could do that too. So anyhow, today is Saturday, and I am driving to a town called Camden, which is kind of interesting because Camden, Maine is one of my favorite places on earth. It's just a cute little town on the coast of Maine. And I always used to dream of moving to Camden, Maine, and I never thought I would be within 40 minutes of Camden, Alabama, but here we are. I'm going down there to meet some potential clients and check out this little town, but I'm taking the birthday boy with me. Yesterday was the old man, this old guy. It was his 13th birthday. He is now officially the oldest dog I have ever had, and not coincidentally the best dog I have ever had. He's my boy. Happy birthday, old boy. My companion, my best friend, tries to sometimes be my protector with a wagging tail and a low woof. That's about as guard doggy as he gets. But he's a good boy. Castiel, Webfoot's Heaven's Missing an Angel, came to me almost 13 years ago. Yep. Good boy. And he's tired. And it's only like 10 o'clock in the morning. All right. I will check in with everybody in a little while. Okay, I've decided it's time to start putting some art up on my wall in the blue room. And these are the pieces that I've chosen. These are all pieces done by my two daughters throughout their younger years. Some in college, some in, one of those is from elementary school, in high school. And so I've arranged them here on the parlor floor with a tape measure above them for the width of the space that I need to fit them into. Didn't film me rearranging them half a dozen times until I got the arrangement I liked. But now I'm gonna take some measurements, go get my nails, and hopefully get them up on the wall in some semblance of this same configuration. So I found these really pretty blue plates on Facebook Marketplace this week. They're from Portugal, hand painted. And I haven't looked them up. I thought they were pretty. I've been to Portugal. I think Portugal's a beautiful country, and I
want to hang these in over the fireplace, over the blue tiled fireplace. The fireplace is 52 inches wide. This one will be in the center, right there. I think I want the lacy ones. And when I'm a bit of a make it work, kind of seat of my pants kind of person when I'm hanging my other walls. These I'm gonna definitely get the level out. I wish I could find my laser level, but and measure all of these out perfectly so that they line up. But that's how I'm thinking, putting them over the fireplace. Just kind of want to make sure that I have them in a pretty arch, but not too big of an arch. They would probably fit. There's 52. Would they fit if I just did them straight across and not arched? There's 26. There's the center. They would. Just have to figure out the spacing. So half of that's 13. Okay, how wide is each plate? Each plate is, this plate is 7.5. And this plate is probably also, I think these are probably 7.5. Yeah, I think they're all 7.5. So, what did math is not my thing. I mean, it is. I can make it happen. It looks. I'll math it all out when I put it on the wall. Here's my other. So 26. 13 is half. How wide is this plate? 11. So half of one's 5.5. So that's that one. Right? Okay. So half. It's 13. There, I had it right. I eyeballed it right on the number. All right. But because it's size differential in the plates, that is not. Yeah, okay. They're gonna be 3 inches of edges of plates, should be 3 inches apart. So 3 inches from that edge, basically. Boy, I wish I had the slats of the floor are really making this easy, but it's also making it, see, that's not bad enough. Because that's the 52 right there. Right there. Mm. 26 is half. All right, hold on. Okay. Okay, so I did a whole bunch of maths and measuring and double checking. I even flipped the plates over so I could measure from their hanging loops, and I think I figured it out. So now I'm gonna go find my little other level, and so I'm not trying to use a measuring tape. I'm gonna go get my ruler and start putting these up. Fingers crossed. So there they're up. There they are. I think they look good. I think they are centered and aligned. They look like they align to the ends and to the middle. And let's pull back a little bit. They look good with the blue. They're not the same, shade family as the tile and the wall, but once they're up on the wall, I think they look really good. I'm discovering that the blue in this tile down here is a very odd blue. It's a hard blue to work with. So now I just need to get some more things to dress the mantle with. This little cat is also from Portugal. Got it on, I don't remember if I got it on a trip there or if my ex-husband brought it back to me or my daughter as a gift, or if his brother, my former brother-in-law, who lived in Portugal for a while, gave it to us as a gift. But that's where it's from, and I know I have some other Portuguese ceramics. And the funny thing is that the last time I was in Portugal, I really wanted to buy, and when I was in Positano, Italy, both places have beautiful tile work, hand-painted ceramics, tiles too, but ceramics. And I was admiring, especially in Positano, some yellow and blue ones. But at the time, it didn't really coordinate with anything I had. Didn't want to have to bring them back in my luggage, etc., etc. And when after I painted this and put the yellow and blue curtains up, I'm like, oh, that Positano ceramics would be beautiful in here, or some Portuguese ceramics. And that's when I brought out the cat. But I have to find my others that I think I have. I don't have as many as I wish I did. But these are very pretty. And then the next day I saw these on Facebook Marketplace. But now I'm second guessing myself, y'all. You're all screaming at it, aren't you? The smaller plates, the center line of every plate should be lined up, not the bottom edge of the plates. Do I do more math and move those 4 nails up a couple inches? Well, I'm going to sit here across from it for a few days. And if every time I look at it, it bothers me, which was why I was going to arch it in the first place, so that I didn't have to line. Yeah, I think I might have to go back up there. But I'm going to live with it for a minute and see what I think. And if this video goes up before I change it, because I have a feeling I'm going to change it, and you have an opinion, let me know. Should I leave it like this, or should I move the smaller plates up? I'm going to guess. Well, let's see. The center plate is 11 inches up from the top edge, and the bottom and the other ones are 8 inches up from the bottom. So there's a 3-inch. So if I move them up 1.5 inches, that's what I'm thinking. We'll bring them all the flowers centered across there. So I guess that's my poll, my question for you. Leave them like this, or move the small plates up 1.5 inches so that they are in the centers are aligned all the way across. So, and now it's focusing on my finger. Let me know what you think. And if you have any random Portuguese tile, because I was thinking, the Wedgwood's pretty, and what's the other blue and white? Well, there's the willow pattern, which I've never been a big fan of, blue willow, and some other, fancy ones. I don't want myself in that mirror. I'm so sweaty and gross today. But these fit me, I think, because I've been to Portugal, and I like how the flowers kind of reflect the shape of the flowers down here. They're not exact matches, of course, but they give a nice callback. Yeah, I like it. I just don't know if I like it all. I did all the math to figure out how to get them all level on the bottom, and then now I have them up there. I realized I should have centered them horizontally as well. All right, let me know what you think. All right, I couldn't leave well enough alone. There was just something, and I'm still not 100% sure I've got this, but I had to change out this picture. Where did I put her? Well, you saw what I had. Oh, she's behind me. I had the little self-portrait my daughter did in college there, and I like that. I love that picture. It's still gonna go somewhere. It might go across the room. But then after I stood back and I was looking at this arrangement, I was realizing it was kind of like, here I'm gonna sing from the 70s for you again. One of these things is not like the other. And I realized that all the paintings up here, the exception of that one, here, let me grab her and put her up here on the couch. See what I'm talking about. Because I love this. I love this painting. It's one of my favorites. But all the other paintings are perspective paintings in a way. They give you a unique viewpoint or a vanishing point. I love the spaceman giving us a different perspective on Earth. And then I remembered, well, I didn't remember, I'd actually pulled it out and put it back. This painting that my daughter did of her knees in the bathtub. And it's a perspective painting. And I also love how the tile wall dissolves into outer space, which I kind of wanted Spaceman up there, but he just didn't fit. I fiddled with it unless I completely started the wall over again, and I didn't want to put that many holes in my wall. So I'm like, that's the perspective painting. It has the shades of blue that I'm looking for in this room without, just putting up stuff that matches the room. But I was kind of started with shades of blue as my cohesive point, but then realized, no, perspective is what this is all about. And isn't that what life is all about? Finding perspective, looking at things from a different vantage point. And really looking at the world from a weird perspective. I love this work. It was one from high school that she did. Zoom back out. So there, I think, is the for now finished art wall in the blue room. I know somewhere I have a horizontal piece, but it's not framed, that would probably fill that spot nicely. I didn't mind just sticking it up with command strips at the rental house, but I think for this house I would like my artwork to be framed. So when I pull that one out, I'll see if I can make a frame that'll fit it, and that might go up there too. Because I also have one of her that she made. Again, I think it was she had a theme going of her legs in a hammock. That's a long, skinny one too. So maybe that will fit up here somewhere. But that's today's work, and yes, I've still left the plates where they started. I haven't moved them yet. But anyhow, that was my Sunday afternoon futzing around project.